everyone. Thanks for taking the time to learn about the highlights of the Q4 release of the 360 and Intota services happening on December 2nd. I'm Amy Pepple, the product manager for 360 and Intota. As a reminder, there will be no downtime for this release. Some of the significant features being released include a brand new 360 API, updated chat links for support communications, new option for the III WAM proxy server, and several customer requested enhancements. The new 360 API is being released to select clients for early testing over the next several weeks. The API allows you to retrieve details of your subscribed databases and titles, as well as the associated providers. You can use that metadata in downstream applications or for special projects or services. Once we determine the API is working well and efficiently, it will be documented and available in the Exlibris Developer Network Gateway. And we anticipate the release of the API to production in the first quarter of 2021. We are introducing separate options for contacting the support team. Rather than a single link, you'll see two now. One is for accessing the chat channel, and another is for opening a Salesforce case. I hope everyone knows that the chat hours for Summon 360 and Intota applications were extended on October 1st, covering the time ranges listed here. And if you haven't already tried chat, please do. Clients have been really happy with the experience and are pleased to get a quick turnaround on their questions for Intota 360 and Summon. For those clients using the III WAM proxy with the SSL host replace option, open URL links will now be rewritten with hyphens instead of dots. That's done by selecting the new option in the library settings and will ensure streamlined linking to your license and open access resources. We've included a couple of client enhancements to save some time in the areas of overlap analysis and database management. When adding databases to an overlap analysis comparison list, it's now possible to use the database name contains criterion, essentially a keyword search. And this is an improvement over only having the database begins with option as is today. When viewing not tracked databases, there will be an indicator as to whether the database is selectable or not. That is, whether the individual titles can be managed within the package. Currently, this is only obvious if you first subscribe to the database, potentially causing confusion and mistakes. We continue to improve and augment the Counter 5 infrastructure, including the solutions listed here. But before we get into the details of that, I just want to let everyone know that the Intota assessment reports for title books and title journals are, as well as the database reports, are in QA right now. So we're going through those reports, making sure all the calculations are correct, making sure the filters work, and that you have a solid user experience when viewing R5 reports. Of primary importance in this release is the fact that the system will automatically merge duplicate titles in all R5 reports. You don't have to take the extra step of reconciling duplicate titles before processing can finish. And just so you know, if you've uploaded or harvested R5 reports that have duplicate titles right now, those will be reconciled after the upgrade. You do not have to take any manual steps. While harvesting R5 reports this year, we've learned that several major publishers require an additional parameter for sushi harvesting, and that's the platform parameter. So we've included that as an option of our administrative backend, and you can also input that parameter on the DRS sushi configuration form. And here's a screenshot of that new provider platform parameter. In this case, Elsevier has asked that you supply the platform text SD. So we put that into our backend, and it appears on the form that you view, and you can edit it when you see it come up on the form if something has changed. EJournal Portal and 360 Link have a couple of new changes. For EJP, we've updated the link to Ulrich's Web from HTTP to HTTPS. And we've also fixed an issue where database level notes were not appearing for ebooks with 360 Link, in addition to the linkers that will be released on December 2nd. We have a fix-in for DOI enrichment where an identifier was being incorrectly extracted from the citation, and we 360 link is using the genre from the open URL rather than the one that Crossref was mistakenly providing. So looking ahead to 2021, we have a couple of very high-level and important projects happening. One is the continuation of the 360 API work, getting it into the Ex Libris Developer Network Gateway, creating documentation for its use, as well as terms of use agreements. We're also going to be releasing the long-awaited mark records for videos via the 360 Mark Update service. As you all know, videos were a new format that we added to the KB in recent years, and this is an extension of that work to ensure that you can get mark records representing those titles out of our 360 Mark Update service. And we are also putting a lot of work into meeting VPAT Level A compliance for 360 Link, EJournal Portal, and 360 Core Client Center. Accessibility statements and our timelines for implementing these fixes are out on the Ex Libris Knowledge Center. So those are the details of the major enhancements that are going to be coming out on December 2nd with the Q4 release for 360 and Intota services, as well as a look ahead at what 2021 holds for us. And if you have any questions, I can be reached at the email address displayed here.